Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and while you're watching this, I'm actually on vacation, so there won't be much in the way of live racing. I say live racing, I very rarely go live, but I won't be doing any of the LFM races this week, unfortunately, as I am on vacation in England. Apparently it's going to be warmer. It's not. It's 24 degrees here in Dubai at the moment, and a bit cloudy and starting to rain a little bit. I've been told it's a lot colder in England, so wish me luck. Anyway, today's video is all about Assetto Corsa Evo. I've gone back to it to get those dreaded licenses done. Did I enjoy it? No. Why did I not enjoy it? If I wanted to do license tests in a sim, I would have bought a PlayStation and bought Gran Turismo. Simple as that. I don't think there's really a need for it in a sim of this sort if you're going to be racing. Yes, you earn credits, but at the moment we don't know why we're earning credits or what they're for, other than to buy cars in the garage, which if you go into free play, you can go and drive them anyway. So it doesn't really make any sense to me at the moment. That will no doubt come with all the following updates that we get for this early access. I keep going on about it. Everyone's got an opinion about it, and I've got mine, you'll have yours. I just think if you pay your hard-earned money for something, it should be ready. I think they've been forced into releasing this early access because Assetto Corsa is now getting on a bit, although it's still very, very good, and that's where most people are racing at the moment online, along with Assetto Corsa Competizione. They need to evolve, no pun intended, I get that, but get it finished first. They've had enough time to get it finished. Just my thoughts. My opinions, yours are clearly your own. So anyway, this is all about the licenses. I'm going to go through the licenses and then tell you what I think of Assetto Corsa Evo as it stands now. Now, if it's the first time you watch one of my videos, please make sure you hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, and comment away on what you think of Assetto Corsa Evo early access at the moment. Your opinions may be very different from mine. A lot of people are justifying the fact, well, you were told it was early access. Yes, that's as maybe, but I still don't think it's enough. And let's see if we've sorted out that dreaded frame rate drop. Grab yourselves a cup of tea or coffee, or indeed something a little bit stronger. Enjoy this, and I'll tell you what I think of everything at the end. Okay, so after going offline and online again on Steam, I can purchase my first car. I have a budget of 65,000. What can I purchase? Nope, I don't want that. Yeah, I don't really want that either. Maybe BMW. That's cheap. Shouldn't I? Yeah. There's nothing really here that I'm interested in. What car do I buy? Nobody knows. Tell you what I'm going to do. We're going to go with the Golf, and we will have red one because we know red cars are faster. I don't care what colour it is. Purchase. Yes, I do want to. It's flickering. I have it. I own that car. I'm still online. I still have money. It has my name. Things are working. Fantastic. Academy. Licenses. I can now do it. Have I got the right car? Brand Hatch GP Scattered Clouds. Shall we do it? I know everyone's done this already, but what else to do? So I've got supercars, hypercars, racing. 1, 2 and 3. Okay, so we've got a lot of cars up here now. Alright, let's do the first hairpin. This is going to be tedious, isn't it? And to be fair, this is one of the reasons why I didn't get a PlayStation when I bought the Xbox, because I thought I've done Gran Turismo so often and I was so bored with it, I couldn't really be bothered. Waiting for players, who knows? Right, A to B challenge. Still won't let me go first. Way too wide. parking brake. Box where within 1 second? Result 21.01. Did I pass? Could someone tell me if I passed? I don't know. Confused. $21.138. Have I passed? I've passed. Doesn't really tell you much, does it? Let's try the next one. You can tell I'm not a fan of this, can't you? Everyone's raving about it. God, this is going to be tedious. Oh, I didn't know we were going that way. Okay, this is going to be quite tedious, to be fair. Don't know why we're doing license challenges at this day and age with racing games. That was messy. Do you know what? I'll be totally honest with you. I am pretty much over this game already. Silver. I just keep going backwards. This is so tedious. Just keep going. Electric car. No gears. It should have good centre of gravity. It shouldn't roll. It's electric. It looks terrible. Okay, we've got silver on that as well, I think. Okay. I've got credits. Why do you have to keep going back? Someone tell me how to do this, because it just doesn't make sense. I'm going to get all these licenses to then at least see what I can do next. What are the assists? Ideal line off. Stability control. I don't want any stability control. Oh, God. I'm going to be wasting a day doing this, aren't I? Can't wait. Fantastic. Okay. Well, the Alpine's fun. I've not driven this. I haven't driven this car at all. I assume I'm going to have to do a full lap in something in a minute. Oh, we only got bronze on that. Should we do that one again? Let's do that one again. That wasn't good. Let's do a bronze. Let's try and get silver at least. I'm not expecting to get golds on everything. It's my first go on all of them, so. I quite like this. What is it? Oh, it's not an Alpine, it's a Toyota. I don't know what I'm driving. No, it is the Alpine. It's got a Toyota steering wheel. 34262, it's a silver. Oh no, it's the Toyota EC. I don't know what I'm driving, see? I wasn't even looking, to be fair, but I've got credits. Fantastic. Right, what's the next one? No, get rid of that. Don't want to do that. Why does it just not go next? You could, if you've passed, you've passed. Show us a lap. This is the Alpine. You have not driven the Alpine either. Okay, full lap of. God, I hate this. Is it just me? It might just be me, to be fair. I've never driven this, so I don't know what it does. And to be fair, I'm not worried about gold licenses. I couldn't give a monkeys. I'll be happy if it's got bronze and everything and pass. Which I'm not going to do there. All right, let's do that again. So tedious. It's so tedious. I couldn't care less if I get gold, silver or bronze. Yeah, you might get an extra car if you get a gold. But I don't care. This is turning into Gran Turismo. I didn't buy this to be Gran Turismo. I bought this because this was going to have good racing. Be lucky to get silver on this. It is the first go in this car. I'm bored. I'm bored. Bored. What can I do now? Right, have I passed that? Have I passed the first license? Does it tell me what I've passed? I have a sports car license. Succeeded, and I can obtain the sports car license. Where? as you can tell, I was getting pretty bored with that. So let's get through to the last license tests. And by the way, apologies for the continuity issue, i.e. different t-shirt, different haircut. I did this over a couple of days because I was just bored out of my mind after I started to do the first bit. So, AMG GT2. This is not easy to drive, this car. I've had a quick go. It wasn't pretty. Getting the thing off the line is the hardest bit. I am not expecting anything decent here. If I get bronze, I'll be happy. It's a monster to drive. Right. 131. This is slow. Out of all of them, this is the one I didn't want to drive. Still getting glitches with the graphics. Is that a bronze? Okay, we got a bronze. Phew, that's horrible. That's horrible. Next. So next up is the Ferrari 488 Challenge Evo. At least it's a car I've driven, but this is in the wet round Imola. Now we don't drive or instruct in these in the wet at the Autodrome because one, we don't have wets, and two, it's massively slippery when it rains there. You can't even drive a road car around it without sliding off. Combination of all the sand and oil on the track. Right, this feels like I've got zero grip already. Wow, if I get a bronze here, I'll be surprised. There is zero grip. I'm going to struggle with this. No grip. This is just going to be getting round. Game's gone offline. That's not as horrifically, whoa, not as horrifically slow as I thought it was going to be. I did it. Difficult. Difficulty level like 9, without a doubt. Was that bronze? Bronze, there we go. Bronze in both. Laguna Seca back in the AMG GT2. Right, so mastering Laguna Seca in my least favourite car. At least I know the way around here. 136, that's going to be tough to beat. Gotta say, track looks great. I'm not going to take too many risks here. Particularly there. And through the corkscrew. So I did actually do this first time out. It didn't store the time for some reason. Right, that should be a bronze. I got a bronze result. There we go, bronze. Next up, Suzuka. Now, Suzuka, I like the Porsche Cup car. I don't know if this has got traction on it. I don't know if it's going to be that version, but we'll find out. Suzuka, tricky track. Good fun, but tricky. Let's just go for it. No traction control. Take it gently in. I just want to get the rating. Completely offline through there now. Moves about a lot. Probably could have done second through there. Way really wide there, really wide, really wide. Yeah, it's not going to be the quickest time in the world. I'd love a bronze. Now coming up to the infamous 130R. See, I'm rubbish. You're all going to be telling me now how rubbish I am. This is the first time I've done this. I'll be lucky to get this one in. First time out, 218. We did it. We got a bronze, which means there's one left. Bronze. I got a gold in the Ferrari. Who knew? I've no idea how I did that. I didn't even notice. So, the last one, 488 Challenge Evo, Mount Panorama. I've just noticed that I've got gold at the Imola one in the wet. I'm not quite sure how. I didn't think I was anywhere in the time. I didn't even look at it, to be fair. Particularly as it's got no grip in the wet. I always seem to be reasonably good in the wet. I don't know why. Or better than I am in the dry, if you see what I mean. Does that make sense? So let's give Mount Panorama a go. One hit, one go. See if we can do this first time out. I'm not sure if we can. Two minutes 10. Another skip of the graphics, nothing's changed there. Do we get airborne? A little bit. Probably could have done that in fourth. It's quite low geared, the Ferrari. Gingerly through there. And there. Don't want to hit a wall. Pull the upshift twice. This is going to be tight. Flat. Not quick. That was first time out, guys. And I got a bronze, which I'm happy with. Licenses done. I have done all the licenses. What do I think of it? As you can see, I didn't enjoy much of that at all. What did I enjoy? I'll admit I did enjoy being forced into the other cars that I wouldn't normally drive, and some of them surprised me, and actually it was quite fun. It's given me a bit more time to look at the tracks, and the tracks, I've got to say, they do look really good. I know I didn't say so in the first video, but in the cold light of day, looking at it again, yes. And the reason I say this is I've just done a week of racing in the TCRs at Laguna Seca, And if you look at Laguna Seca on Assetto Corsa Evo, it's really good, really good. However, we're still getting frame drops, and that's just with one car on the track. And that, I do think, is a bit unacceptable. Now, I know there's a lot of videos telling you how to get rid of it, which is you need to run it at administrator and you need to set this to that and you need to do this and you need to do that. Why can you not just start the game and it work? Just a thought, just my thoughts, maybe not yours. So let's have a look at those last license tests. What do I think? Cars. Okay, Mercedes-AMG GT2 is an absolute monster. It's really, really tricky to drive, which I quite enjoy. I like things that are tricky to drive, and that's going to take a long time to master. The Porsche Cup car, I've driven a lot of that on different platforms, Assetto Corsa and ACC, and I really like the Cup cars. They're good fun, and that I can see being really good fun to race when the online racing comes, whenever that may be. Who knows? Now, the 488 Evo, the Ferrari, as I've mentioned before, I've driven that in real life, so I know pretty much how that works. And how does it compare? What you all need to realise, I'm not a racing driver. I instruct people on tracks. Not all people who instruct on tracks are racing drivers. Not all racing drivers are good instructors. That's the little caveat there. Now, when I get to drive these cars on track, generally we're sent out with traction control on for two reasons. One, they don't necessarily trust us, and two, they definitely don't trust the customer who's driving it, and it keeps us safe. And the one thing I know about the 488 Evo is you've got nothing until that steering wheel is dead straight. It feels like it's flat, and it made a little bit of a change to drive it with the traction control reduced. Then you can get the rotation you need through some of the corners, which I actually quite enjoyed. I like the 488 Evo. I like the way it drives. In the wet, it was a bit of a nightmare. You've got to slow it down a lot, and you can't really feel what it's doing until it's too late. Just my thoughts, but that's my inexperience with driving in the wet. We don't drive on Dubai Autodrome track in the wet or instruct in the wet because it's so slippery here with the sand and the oil and all the other detritus that we get on the track. So it's difficult for me to compare it, if you like. In the dry, I'm immediately at home in that car and I'm comfortable. Yes, I'm not pushing it to the limits that some of you guys do, but that was the first time I've driven it on this particular sim. And as you saw in one of my previous videos, all the sims drive differently. So what do I think of Assetto Corsa Evo now? Yes, it's got promise. Yes, it's way behind. Am I enjoying it? Not the licenses. I really didn't enjoy that. Don't ever want to do those again. The point of it, as I said earlier, we still don't know at the moment. What did I notice in the other licenses? Well, with the road cars, there was one license test, I think it was in the M4 CSL, I don't think I've showed it in the video because there are just too many of them to be fair, where I spun and the tyres get hot. They don't get that hot in the wet. I mentioned it in the first video and it's still the same now. So as far as I'm concerned, the tyre module in the wet is not correct. It really isn't. Again, some of you will say, well, they do get hot in the wet. Well, they don't get that hot, not that quickly. Yes, they will get hot, but not that fast. One spin will not overheat the tyres. Simple as that. You can disagree with me as much as you like on that. I know that's not right. Overall, is there a future for Assetto Corsa Evo? Yeah, of course there is. We don't know what the online content is going to be like yet, whether it will be integrated with things like Low Fuel Motorsport, World Sim Series, those sort of platforms so we can go and race each other. That would be great to see later on, but there's a lot of work to do in the meantime. I think until then, Assetto Corsa has got nothing to worry about. Same company anyway. Assetto Corsa Competizione, maybe a bit more to worry about with the way that LMU has been coming on. A lot of people have been turning to Le Mans Ultimate, and I might even try and get a race in there this week before I go away out on vacation that I'm on now as you watch this, if that makes sense. Thanks very much for watching. As always, please make sure you comment below. I'd love to see your comments about what you think about Assetto Corsa Evo. Maybe it's just me, maybe I expect too much. I'm not saying I'm right, and I'm certainly not gonna dismiss your comments as well. We're here to respect each other. in this sim world community of racing. See you on track.